Hello everyone. Choosing the right university is not about ranking. It's about finding a place that can shape your future. This is Global EduTalk and I'm Jackson Subedi. Global EduTalk is a TV show that's looking for you students, parents, or someone who has started their research for university to study abroad. If United Kingdom, UK is in your mind and you're researching about universities in the UK, you are in the right place. Today we have a very popular university in Wales. Wales, when it comes to Wales, it's beautiful campus, its surrounding is amazing, and then if you go there, of course, you'll have a good time. We have BRAJ BHUSAN JHA, who represents Bangor University as a regional head for South Asia. Let me welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show, Braj.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. Okay, now it's such a wonderful time here, meeting you again. And then this time around, you're in my show. I thank you for your time. And let's talk about your university. Just introduce ourselves about your university, where it's located, and how is it going there?
Perfect. So thank you so much for having me here. It is my pleasure, in fact, to be here on this show. And I'm glad that through this medium, thousands of students would be able to know about Bangor University.
Of course. Yeah.
So thank you so much again for inviting me. As you already mentioned, my name is Braj and I work with Bangor University. Mm-hmm. I would say Bangor University is one of the very popular and highly reputed public research-based university.
Okay.
So we are one of the traditional university.
Okay.
So if I say, we are a university, Jackson, since 1884.
Oh.
Like most of the universities in UK, they were polytechnic.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1992, they were converted into university. Mm-hmm. We are university since 1884, so we have got such a big legacy with us. Sure. Sort of infrastructure, facilities at the university for students to explore. Mm-hmm. So this is one of the best choice which a student can have in a very cost-effective manner, mm-hmm. and getting a world-class, high-level study, at UK.
Mm-hmm. I'm more interested to know where is it located and what's the surrounding like in the university.
Yeah, so it's a very lovely question. Like whenever I visit and meet students, like in India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, I did many of the countries in Middle East, North Africa. Mm-hmm. So when I was meeting students, they always prefer going to UK. Mm-hmm. And in UK, they know only one place, that is London. Mm-hmm. Some students who play football, soccer, they know Liverpool, Manchester, some of those.
Exactly.
But for most of the students, it is London. Uh-huh. So we are not in London.
Yeah.
Okay. We are in Wales. But the good thing is we are in the northern Wales. Mm-hmm. So we are in line with Manchester and then Liverpool. And from Liverpool, we are just an hour.
Okay.
So we are very close to some of the very big, good cities, mm-hmm. Very popular cities. Mm-hmm. At the same time, Bangor, if you see, that has got a mix of city life, mm-hmm. as well as the countryside. Okay. So it is a very well located, very well placed there. Mm-hmm. It has got direct commutation from almost all the cities. Okay. So we have got direct connecting roads and train, direct train to London, direct train to Edinburgh, direct train to Manchester. Okay. So it's very well placed.
Beautiful. And also tell me about the population of the entire city and the population at Bangor University. So I think it's very interesting to learn about the total population.
It is. In fact, some people say that Bangor city is Bangor University.
Okay.
Because if you see the staff and the student population, mm-hmm. that would be around approximately 75 to 80% of the entire city population is a student and staff. Uh-huh. So altogether, I believe that the population strength would be somewhere around 12 to 13,000.
Your environment don't just surround you, it shapes you, right? So studying in a city like London can be a little bit more it's busy, and then you might get less time to focus on your studies, and then so it's always preferred to go in a place where you can focus more in your studies and then go in such a location that can help you do that. True. Right? So I think it's a perfect location for students who would love to study, and also, as you said, it's very near to the city, and then whenever students would like to see the city life, then I'm sure it's just an hour or two away. Yes. Right? So Bangor is often called as the most scenic campus, right? Apart from being very beautifully located, how can it help students with their academic performances? So something about that the university is doing in order to help students excel in their academics.
Perfect. So if you see the student satisfaction rate at Bangor University, it is somewhere around 87%. We are very highly ranked. So we are in the world, by time ranking, we are one of the top 500 world ranked university. In the UK, by University Compare Guide 2026, we are ranked 15th. We are number 1 in Wales. So it's a pretty well ranked university, and the infrastructure, facilities, student support at the university. We have got almost all the 150 plus clubs. Exactly. And so not only country specific societies like Nepalese Student Society, exactly, or Indian Student Society. Exactly. We have got clubs for sports, adventure, culture, philosophy, for everything.
Yeah. So let's talk about something that really matters. It's education, right? What are the popular programs that you see South Asian students picking up at Bangor University, and what programs do you think is the best program that your university offers?
So popular for South Asian, mostly the students, they opt to go for business programs.
Okay.
Like business management, MBAs, etc., finance, those programs, and then computing, cybersecurity. Recently, I have seen many students are opting for artificial intelligence, data science. In my university, that these courses are highly popular. Hospitality, these are very popular. But there are some of the courses for which we are known for.
Okay.
We are into the top-notch university ranking in entire United Kingdom, like ocean science.
Ocean science. Okay.
Not every university has it.
Exactly.
I would say.
Can you connect that with marine biology?
Marine biology, we have got marine biology, of course. We have got forestry, agriculture related courses. Exactly. So not many university has it, and we are top ranked for that. Okay. So not many students come for these courses, but I have started getting applications from, for this September intake. We already have some applications from Sri Lanka, some from Nepal. India of course has been giving students for these.
Beautiful. So I think also because it's located near, it's near the water, right? And then students get to experience that, looking at the real life marine experiments that they do, right? One of the universities that I visited in the US also did the same thing. It was near the lake, and then they had their entire laboratory, let's say, submerged into that water, right? You can go inside, you can see those species, you can bring them, put them on the tank, do some experiments, and lots of things going on. I'm sure university as big as yours is also doing the same thing.
We have something similar, and we have got a longest seashore in entire Wales. Exactly. And then we are surrounded with Snowdonia Mountain, Snowdonia National Park. Exactly. So that makes the best choice for the student.
Yes, let's address some of the biggest concerns. More than students, parents are more concerned about this. That's finances.
I was thinking about it.
So what's the tuition fee like? What are the ranges for undergrad and grad students, whatever they would like to study? So what are the fee like, and how do you compare that with universities around London?
So I would suggest we are cost effective.
Okay.
So our fee ranging, postgrad, UG both. Our fee is ranging between 18,000 to 21,000 for most of the popular courses.
Okay, and that's in pound, right?
That's in pound, yearly. But we are providing some sort of scholarship, guaranteed scholarship for students, which is depending on their academics. So every student who gets an admit into Bangor University, they get £4,000 scholarship. Okay. And which is yearly for UG. Okay. And each year they get it. Okay. The students, those who have got higher grades, 2:1 or 75% or so, equivalent, they get £6,000 yearly scholarship. Beautiful. So after getting scholarship, that makes it very cost effective. Exactly. And apart from that, we also have got a Vice Chancellor scholarship, which will provide a student a scholarship amount of £10,000.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then who qualifies for that, like £10,000?
Not every student can qualify. Exactly. So it is for international, one school, one scholarship.
Okay, and then do they have to apply early to get that, or they can?
So we have got some certain deadlines. Okay. So this application is on the university website. So go there, they fill the form, they write some sort of SOP. What extra have they done in their lives?
And yes, I read it somewhere that affordable doesn't mean cheap, right? it means smart investment.
Yes.
Right? Can you compare similar program that you offer at Bangor University? How much would it cost if it would have been a London campus?
If Bangor would have London campus or any university?
No, any university in London who students see when it comes to UK, they would like to go to London and study, right?
Yes.
So, but is it the same to study in Bangor and going to London? I think there will be a difference.
There is. Like, it depends on which university are you going to.
Exactly.
So if you're going to at par research-based traditional university in London, that is probably will cost them in between 25,000 to 35,000.
Exactly. So now let's move on to an interesting section, right? Let's not have so many long conversations. So we'll break it here and then we'll go to a rapid fire round. Rapid fire round, as the round says, you have to go very rapid. You can't think so much for the answer. You have to give answer as soon as you hear the question.
Can I get some cheat code or something? Huh?
No, I have the question here.
Okay.
You don't have the cheat code. Whatever comes to your mind, just speak it up. I'm sure you have such a good experience.
And can I skip some questions? No.
You can skip if you want to, if it's too difficult, but I have made it very simple for you, very simple for the audience to understand. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
One word for Bangor University.
Opportunity.
Okay, mountains or seaside?
Mountains.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Most underrated course?
Financial technology, I would say.
Okay, UK weather in one word?
Unpredictable. Everyone knows that.
Early bird or deadline warrior?
Early bird, of course.
Early bird, of course, for the £500. One must-pack item for UK students?
Warm clothes.
Okay, I was expecting umbrella. One thing students worry about before coming to the UK but should not worry?
Language.
Language, right? So even if they have a decent language, that's okay.
That's okay.
And they learn while they do it.
And
right?
people there, they are so welcoming. They are so supportive. And if you don't understand the accent,
Okay.
like, it's not only us which we don't understand. They also sometimes don't understand our accent.
Exactly.
So, you know, we sometimes struggle, but we survive. We help each other.
So we don't need to worry
No,
that much on
not
accent,
at all.
right?
Not
Okay.
at all.
A hidden gem about Bangor University that most students don't know?
In Bangor University, few of the movie sorts were, there were shot
Movie was shot,
there. Which is that, famous web series.
Famous web series in
Yes,
Netflix?
the most famous.
The Money Heist?
No.
No, Money Heist was in Spain.
Yes, that was
Right.
something related to, kings and queens, and
Hostel life or private accommodation?
I would suggest hostel life.
Why is that?
It is less worrying, because everything is covered. All the bills, everything is covered. You don't need to be worried about your apartment partner,
Daily,
if he's leaving, who will come next.
Exactly.
So you have
and
your
also
own
daily
private-
food and things like that. Yeah. Okay. One skill every international student should develop before arriving there.
Engaging.
Okay.
They should start engaging and exploring.
Yeah. Okay. A common mistake students make in their first 3 months in the UK.
They don't explore. Most
They
of the
don't explore.
students.
Okay, they stay there and
Yes,
then
in their own people, they
their own
stay
people,
there.
yeah.
Which is good, which is not bad,
Yeah.
but they are there to explore.
But there might be opportunity lying if they explore more.
Yes, of
Right?
course.
Okay. If Bangor was a person, how would you describe it?
Welcoming.
Welcoming person. Okay. One word to describe Welsh culture.
It's warm.
It's warm, right?
It's warm, very warm.
Okay. And
They're
how are the
very
people
warm.
like? Are they different from the English
Very
people in
warm
London?
people. I've lived there in England for a pretty long time.
Uh-huh.
So I find, Welsh people they're gem. Very nice people.
Nice, nice. Your best advice in 5 words for students going abroad?
Okay. I would say the research well, plan in advance,
Okay.
finances, so plan your finances, know your goal, where you have to go to,
Okay.
and interact with the global engagement, faculty,
Thank you very much, BRAJ BHUSAN. That was excellent. Very fast, rapid fire round, and then you nailed that round.
I tried.
We have 2 other sections that will just come up. Now, tell me about something about the career outcomes, right? Students, they study, they may do good there, everything is okay, but how can Bangor University help them in getting the required skills for their careers later? So is there anything of that sort happening?
Yeah, so we have got Bangor University employability. That is one of the student support which we have got, and we are pretty active with that.
Okay.
So we conduct some sort of career studios, job fairs. I have not seen other universities doing it, but we are the only university which is publishing every week opportunities of the week, where we publish all the available jobs near and around Bangor.
Okay.
So international students don't have to search everywhere.
Okay.
At one spot they just go there, apply there, and probably they can get interviewed.
Okay.
So,
and then what's like? Can you recall the, let's say, placement ratio of Bangor University? Like how quickly are students
graduate, I would say 88% is the employability.
Okay.
So students are getting job, or they are going for further studies related to their studies.
88%, right?
Yes.
That's huge, right? When it comes
is
to
good.
Yeah,
It is good.
Good. Now, about the admission strategies, how do you say students, if they are looking at Bangor University, they go to the website and then they love the university, then what will be the next step for the admissions, and then how can they go about it?
Yes, so as you said, they love the university, because when I would think to go to UK, first, picture which will come in my mind would be some sort of palaces, Harry Pottery building, something like that. We would never expect to go to a glass building there.
Exactly.
So in Bangor University, students get some sort of that sort, and we are providing them a very cost-effective tuition fee, very cost-effective living expenses there, and by paying low money, they are getting a world-class education, studying into public research-based universities. What can be better than this?
Exactly. And then what do you think, like South Asian students, how prepared are they when they come to the university?
That's the pain. Most of the students are not.
Exactly.
So because they are over relying on their friends, counselors, social media. They don't do nothing of their own.
Okay,
They should be.
Exactly.
So that's why I encourage students. You do your own research, because this is your life, your career. It's a lot of money which they are investing.
And also, it's not always the best student that gets selected, right? It's the student who are more prepared.
So smart.
Right. So you have to be prepared in order to get selected in whatever it is. It's a job, or it's getting admissions, or it's getting selected in a club as a club leader, or could be anything, right? So in order to do that, you have to prepare yourself very well, right? Beautiful. Now let's go to a next segment. It's a myth busting segment, right? So people are talking about this, and then I want you to clarify if it's a myth or a fact. Okay. So we call this section Myth Busters, and the questions will come in our screen right here. So the first myth for the section Mythbusters. So here, this is the first myth. So you need a huge budget to study in the UK.
It's a myth.
It's a myth. So how do you explain this?
First of all, budget, whether it is huge or not, that depends on the person.
Exactly.
But here, what student need to have is, 1 year tuition fee, 1 year living expense ready with them in in the form of savings bank account or education loan, and that qualifies them to get a visa to go there, and that money which is they required. And during their study, they can work 20 hours per week part time, and almost all the students they do. Okay. That's the culture of United Kingdom.
Exactly.
So whether you got money or not, you do work.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's how they support their living expense a bit.
Exactly.
I don't ask them to rely on that money, but of course it is supported.
Yeah. Also, because what happens is I see lots of parents worried about the expenses, because they think they need money for entire 4 years or 3 years, whatever duration is the bachelor's, or even master's for 2 years. They think that they need the entire money into their bank accounts. That's not the case. Right, we just have to worry about a year, and then a year of tuition plus living would do it. Right, let's say, for example, if it's £20,000 for a year tuition, and then £10,000 is for living, then £30,000 is what they need to worry about at the moment when their kids would like to apply. Right, but they don't need to worry about entire 4 years and this and that, and then thinking too much. So that's the reason why Global EduTalks brings you university person, to come and tell students and parents that, hey, it's affordable, and then UK, a lot of money that you need for UK is a myth. Let's go to a second myth that's there, and you will bust it whether it's a myth or a fact. So the second one is, international students struggle to get jobs. So do they struggle? are the jobs available for local people in Wales or local people who are there in the UK, or is it also available for international students?
Of course it is. Of course it is. There are multiple jobs. So what the students can do is, they need to do some sort of research. So go to jobs.ac.uk, okay, or different other job websites. You will find multiple jobs there, which is available for international students too. Exactly. In terms of part-time jobs, of course, most of the people those who are doing part-time jobs are international students.
Exactly.
So they are getting jobs, and then university, in any university wherever you study in United Kingdom, you get a post-study visa, which we call new graduate route, of 18 months.
Okay.
So 18 months after completion of your study, you can stay there, you can work there full time.
Okay. Beautiful.
So of course, there are jobs available.
So there are jobs. So this is a myth again. So we'll go and then see the third myth of the day that will come in the screen, and it's about a big city. So let's say what it is. Only big cities offer good opportunities. So if it's a smaller city, if it's not London, then there's no opportunity, let's say, in other words. So is this fact or it's a myth?
It's a myth.
Okay.
It would be a fact if I remove only, because of course big cities,
exactly,
higher volume of opportunities.
Exactly.
Smaller cities, lower volume of opportunities. But what students need to see is that if they are going to, for example, London, if London is offering more jobs, but for those more jobs, there are many more students applying for that.
Exactly.
So at the same, if they find it proportionately,
exactly,
they are getting better opportunities in smaller cities.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is exactly what our audiences would like to hear, right? Students would like to hear. Sometimes the biggest myths create the biggest missed opportunities. Sometimes the biggest myths create biggest missed opportunities,
of
right?
Course,
okay. Nice. Now, let's see. We have very few questions coming up, as this is just a few episodes that we have gone live. So we have some of the audience questions, and then I found that the questions are very basic at the moment, so it's not tough. So I want you to answer these three questions from the audience. So the first question in the audience or students Q&A, or the first question would be, is English language test score, IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, Duolingo, whatever it is English language test mandatory at Bangor University?
The answer to this is no.
Okay.
But it depends where the student are from.
Okay.
So if a student is from Sri Lanka, or from Nepal, or from India, they get some sort of English waiver scheme, depending on their English score in class 12.
Okay.
But what I suggest to students, they need to know communication in English good.
Okay.
If they don't understand, even if they get visa, after going there, how would they study?
Exactly.
How would they survive?
Correct.
How would they excel in their life?
So will there be any interviews beforehand to get admissions?
Yes.
Yes. So there is an interview. If they can crack that interview, if they do good in the interview, then I think English language is not a mandatory component. Okay. Beautiful. So let's go and see the next question. Okay. Can students work part-time, and how safe is Bangor?
So by some government survey, it is one of the safest city in entire United Kingdom.
Wow. It's the safest. Right? There's no another city more safer than
I have worked for Bangor for around a year, and I have never heard any incident there.
Beautiful. And then can students work part-time?
They can by UKVI, United Kingdom Visa and Immigration Rules. They are allowed to work 20 hours part-time during their studies.
Okay, 20 hours part-time. That's 20 hours per week. And then in let's say vacation time, they can work full-time.
40 hours.
Right. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. And then last question from students are monthly cost of living. What will be the monthly cost of living if they would like to live in Bangor, and opportunities for business and tech students? So I think the student is want to take business or tech program, so they would like to understand about the opportunities there.
So for monthly cost, I would say that would be ranging between, that depends on the student lifestyle. How they
of course,
live.
of course.
And but it would be somewhere in between 600 to 800 pound a month.
Okay.
But at this moment for September intake, like we have got a September intake. So for that, we are providing some sort of discount
Okay.
on some specific type of accommodations.
Okay.
So when a student get an offer, they can get in touch with our halls,
Okay.
and they will get some more
So double
information.
sharing, triple sharing, and something like
No,
that.
we don't have
or-
sharing. It's a
Okay.
private room which they get.
Oh, okay.
So either it is standard or it is en suite. I would like to reply on opportunities for business and tech. So as you see, again, I would suggest students do some research. Go to jobs.ac.uk. Most of the jobs these days are available for business and tech, and there is a new segment has come which is techno business.
Okay.
You know, like business analyst,
Exactly.
something of that sort. You know, AI, something IT management. So there is a huge scope of business,
Yeah.
tech, and techno business.
Thank you very much, Braj. So now we are coming to the end of our show. So tell me, if a student compares different UK universities, they compare different universities, I want to ask you one honest answer. Why should Bangor University be their choices?
Because of career outcome which they are going to get in Bangor University.
Okay.
That is way higher than any, you know, similar range of university. Amongst traditional university, if you compare, our tuition fee is very cost effective.
So a message direct to our audience here who's watching us. So what would you like to tell them directly to them? How can they prepare, and why should they be selecting Bangor University?
Thank you so much. So I would request and suggest all the students, you know, aspiring students want to study in UK, start planning now. You know, don't delay till, till later months like June, July. Start planning now. Even if you don't want to come to Bangor University, you want to go to other universities, start making application, avail scholarships, you know, apply visa within time, prepare yourself before you go there, try to know your modules. If you want to, hone some more skills over here, start doing that right away. So plan in advance, and that will give you, that will create more opportunities to you when you are in the United Kingdom.
Thank you very much, BRAJ BHUSAN, for coming to my show and giving such a beautiful insight to all our audiences today.
It was my pleasure, sir. It was my pleasure.
Yes, that was BRAJ BHUSAN JHA from Bangor University, Regional Head, South Asia region. So if you're thinking about Bangor University, then yes, this is the right time to go apply. Don't wait until last moment, and then obviously you'll get good scholarships if you apply early and you qualify for Bangor University. Now, for those who are looking for if you are confused, you have some questions, then you can reach out to us directly at help@globaledutalks.com. We will get our experts answer the questions for you. If you want free resources, let's say summary of Bangor University, you want guidebook, how to prepare step by step for UK, and also important questions, the interview questions for UK visa, then we'll send you everything to your inbox. Just scan the code that's coming on your screen and you'll get sign up for free resources. You'll get everything in your inbox without any hassle. So that was Global EduTalk, guys, your window to study abroad, and I am Jackson Subedi. See you in the next episode.